Elijah back here with a new format actually from Upswing MTG. This time I go with budget decks. Budget decks because many of my friends told me they really like my videos, but are kind of discouraged by the fact that they don't have a lot of wildcards and therefore I can't playtest them at all. Therefore I decided I will build somewhat usable decks with no rares, no mythics, that are easily upgradable even with the free stuff. So I run super hardcore mode here and try to showcase that it's doable without much wildcards. Even there you can run kind of cool decks, and yeah, that's basically the idea. But I won't run this in Mythic obviously, because that's just too hard of a handicap against the best players on the server. So yeah, what's the idea here? Angelic Exaltation, we already had this in one of the decks. I use this here too, but the main part here is basically the double strike mechanic. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. Therefore I went for a lot of cheap creatures with first strike. Here I have the Hound with first strike, 1 mana, 1/1. With him on the battlefield he would have double strike. I have the Healer Hawk, especially good with the Angelic Exaltation, which provides X+X, where X is the number of creatures I control if I only attack with one creature, which is super good with flyers. I also run the Skymarcher Aspirant, which also has a very strong body with 2/1 for 1 land and can get flying if I get the City's Blessing, which is not that unrealistic with a lot of cheap creatures. Adanto Vanguard, especially good against board clears, so I have kind of aggro things going and can outpace my opponent and kill him kind of fast. Baffling End, I really thought long and hard if I should go for Conclave Tribunal, because I run a lot of creatures and cheap creatures, and especially with the Angelic Exhalation I don't really need all of them to attack. If one attacks it's already enough, but as I kinda mostly attack with all of them anyway because they all have double strike and it's more effective, I decided to go for the cheap variant with the Baffling End, which exiles a creature, and if Baffling End dies he'll get, like the opponent gets, an 3/3 dinosaur creature token with trample. Knight of Grace, super good, especially against black. First strike 2/2 if they control a black, or even if I control a black, but obviously that won't be the case. He gets +1/+0, also good synergy with the double strike mechanic of this guy. First strike with Mentor, that's super good. It works super good with the Hound, for example. Also with the Healer's Hawk, so if I attack I can give them a 1/1 counter while also having first strike on this guy. Then this guy is also cool. I only put him in 3 times. First I had 4, but I cut down to 3 because I kinda didn't draw into lands a lot of times. Also it's a legendary creature, so sometimes I drew 2 of them, and that's not really what you want to do. For him I obviously didn't do that because he's the main part of this deck with the double strike mechanic for all first strikers. That's kind of cool, and yeah, that's basically the idea. I hope you like this format. If so, leave a comment below or something. I will try to put down some decent enough budget deck lists that are easily craftable in MTG Arena. And yeah, that's the first of it, and hope you like this format and enjoy the games. Decent hand, I also start first. Okay, could be a gate stack. I mean, probably is a gate stack. No one runs gates if it's not a gate deck. Or hardly anyone. Okay. The good thing is I have 2 Adanto Vanguard, so I could pay the 8 life to not get hit by the gates play so hard. You can't play it yet anyway. You will lose 6. You lose 10 right here. Okay, it's down to 3. Don't really see anything that would save him right here. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. Well, that was a quick one. Really drew into amazing stuff here and also started. Okay, he goes first. I drew into 2 lands only. Okay, already got my 3rd land. If I get to 4, oh, there's the 4th. That's actually really, really decent because afterwards they all get double strike. Okay, counters my spell. Doesn't matter too much here. But he has no mana left, so I can attack with both actually because I have Mentor. Okay. That's still no problem though, because now I can get the double strike out and can attack again. He won't block with this and I'll get 8 damage through. Next turn I can play my Angelic Exaltation. He could save up for a counter spell like blue-green. Has a lot of potential for counter spells with the elf that counters and also stuff like Quench. Okay, let's see what he does. Okay, he wastes his mana, perfect. I would really need Trample. Does one of mine have Trample? No. That's a bit unfortunate. I could attack with everything, which is probably the best move here. He will probably block this one, but I have it again, so it doesn't really matter. Should have probably done that before playing this, because now it doesn't really do anything, and I could have played him immediately again and dodge his counter spell. Doesn't really matter, I'm killing both anyway, and he's down to 1 life actually. Could have another one of those. Okay, he returns all of my stuff to my hand. That's actually not too cool for me. I could just play the flyer, which is probably the best move I can do. And I'll play this one. Does he have anything against the flyer? That won't help him. Yeah, that should be game. He only has 1 life left, and there we go. Oh, that hand looks kinda decent. We'll go for this one because it does more damage, and next turn I can play the other one anyway, and I'm not really needing any life right now. Okay. Okay, don't need him now anyway, because I really want my other things out to buff my first strike dudes. Sadly, I don't play any equipments or auras for this deck. Okay, another one. I will lose 2 here. Not drawing into lands. He could block here, but he doesn't. Another 4 damage through. If I draw into a land now, that would be huge. I mean, he could have counter spells as well. Okay, he draws a card. I lose 4. Did he draw into a land? He didn't, but I didn't either. I'll go for the damage route. He will block here now. I have 5, 8 on the battlefield. Takes me too long, I'll just trade here. And I have lifelink now too, so that's super good for me. Problem is, if I don't draw into land soon, he might get bigger creatures out, and I don't really have anything against those. Okay, he didn't draw into land again. Really good for me. I lose 4. Yeah, I'm at 12, but I'll just heal back up. Okay, that's super good. That's so good for me. He can only block 1 of those, so he will lose 4, 7, 8. Down to 2. Next turn we got him. I can even remove 2 of his creatures if needed. He drew into his 4th land now. He could play something else too, but shouldn't really matter. He'll probably not attack if he doesn't concede already. Okay. I mean, he's down to 2 anyway, so... Okay, and he even attacks, so... Now he's definitely dead. Has no lands. Let's make it the fun way. Okay, he concedes provide. Okay, yeah, that's one of the examples I wanted to show. A deck that can work with barely any budget involved, like I only used commons and uncommons, and therefore really cheap to craft. Maybe not the best for ranked, especially in higher ranks, but easily good to climb up or to farm just the cards, and easily upgradable, obviously. I mean, even with the free decks you get at the start, you have some good mythics or rares you could put in here and build up from there. So really cool deck, really cool idea, especially with the first strike, double striker mechanic that no one really uses with the knights. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.